Welcome to your daily focus for December the 27th, 2018. My name's Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's turn to the cards and see what they have to tell us about the energy of today. Eight of Wands. Well, it is broadening our horizons. It's thinking the bigger picture. It's wanting to move forward. It's wanting to get things done. It's wanting to move forward. So this is a day that we can definitely expand the horizons of our dreams. Make them a little bigger. Make them a lot bigger. Now, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is in detriment, as we like to say. So, we're not feeling the struggle. We're feeling the love today. We're not looking at how hard things have been, but the compassion, the love, the empathy that we want to embrace, the passion that we want to embrace is a little easier to grasp today. And it's not forgetting about all those struggles. I think the struggles tell us that we can do it. So we could be looking at it as a very positive thing, and we're not trying to push ourselves off the ground today, but we're standing up strong today. And with the Two of Pentacles, so new decisions need to be made. We are making those decisions slowly but surely. It is not a time to step forward yet. We are in full moon energy. So there are things to contemplate. There are things to think about. There is information that needs to come in. There's information that we need to seek out. There's conversations perhaps that need to happen. One-on-one time to talk about things. Understand each other's perspectives perhaps. And that could be in a business partner deal. It could be with coworkers. It could be with family, a loved one, a best friend, a child, a parent. So the decisions that we are making right now are very good decisions for ourselves, but we have to really take everything into account in order to make the right step forward. So we need to dream a little bit bigger. That's the first part of it. We need to dream a little bit bigger so that we are not cutting ourselves off from opportunity that could have been there for us had we believed in ourselves a little bit more, in what we're capable of and what we deserve. The Ten of Swords, I'm liking that it's in detriment today because this tells me that we're standing a little taller, but it is because of all of our battle wounds, our scars, that we have grown into the person we are, knowing that we're capable. So this could be a day actually that we want to do something. Wands are usually an action. So yes, we want to broaden our perspective on our tomorrow, but we also want to start working on it. We want to start doing something. So maybe it's just grabbing a piece of paper and writing down the plan. Maybe it's having that conversation with somebody. Maybe it's researching. Maybe it's learning something. And we feel compelled to do that, and that gives us a little bit more information by the end of the day on our decisions going forward, in what feels right, and what we know is right. Let's get an affirmation card. The Three of Earth. So we're grounded today as well with this energy, aren't we? The Three of Earth appears. Teamwork. Building on solid foundations. Group efforts. Dedicated collaboration. What I am building is grounded in a solid foundation. I know I can trust that it will not slip away suddenly. I am joined by others in coordinated efforts to bring forth what we have chosen to co-create. The architecture of my dreams are starting to become tangible, taking shape before me. And I share my joy and pride with my partners and supporters, teachers and students. We're all learning, growing, and building together. Well, this definitely is a day where we want to do something. So, with the Three of Earth here, it's telling us to combine our efforts with others. And if you're really working on something that's solo, like internal work perhaps, where you haven't reached out to a confidant or a therapist, or know that God, your angels, your spirit guides are around you to assist you in your healing. And we'll see what our wonderful animals have to say. Stretch your neck out. The giraffe says, stretch your neck out. Taking calculated risks, perhaps. Believing in yourself. Standing up tall. Stretch, strength, intuition, mobility, yoga, clairvoyant. Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not bend out of shape. So it's about being mutable. And we do have still some energy in the mutable energy. Although it's kind of changed a little bit with cardinal again. We've got cardinal in there. We've got mutable and cardinal, I think, working for us right now. So we're open to change easier. We're not easily open to change, but it might be a lot easier. We might be more flexible. And the cardinal energy asks us to start something new, to move into a new area of our life. Now we are in full moon energy, so it is really a time to prepare yourself for planting those seeds rather than planting those seeds. You plant your seeds too soon and the sprouts start coming up and a frost comes out of the blue, a late frost, and you've lost everything. And you have to start from scratch. And now you're behind the planting season because you thought you had it beat. You thought you could take a shortcut. This isn't a time for shortcuts, I don't think. Sometimes we expect more from others because we would be willing to do that much for them. Giraffe is reminding you how to be careful of who you allow within your circle. Giraffe has a close-knit group of family and friends, and when there is someone who disrupts the dynamics of the relationship, Giraffe is quick to change it. Whether it's their long necks and legs or simply their personalities, giraffes are known for their clairvoyant abilities. The ability to see clearly through people, problems, and sometimes even into the future. This uncanny intuitiveness is a message that you too have the ability of intuition if you practice trusting the messages you receive. Quieting your mind is key to listening to your intuition, and yoga is found to be beneficial in the practice. Since giraffes only sleep 2 or 4 hours, they must have physical and emotional strength. Yoga can help you gain the strength needed to gift you spiritually and physical mobility. So, and you know what they're doing with the yoga practice now, it doesn't matter how confined or disabled you might be. There are certain yoga practices for you. Or if you are super athletic and mobility isn't a problem, there's also a yoga for you. So, yoga is a very good practice. Ability of intuition, if you practice it and believe it when the message comes in. And I know I've said this before, but we say, well, I really want this in my life. And that little inner voice inside says, okay, well, you need to do that. And you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. No, no, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. And your intuition has already talked to you. But what happens is your ego knows that you are waiting for a response. So your ego gives you a plan B. And you go, oh, I can do that. It usually doesn't turn out well when we do that. And then we say, oh, I tried to listen to my intuition, but it led me astray. So when your intuition is telling you one thing, believe it. Don't second guess it. There's a million and one stories out there about, I just had that feeling. And so I went with it. Thank goodness I went with it. So follow your intuition in the smallest of things. If you feel like showing love or compassion or empathy, and don't hold it back. Today's society has taught us to hold it back when we're walking down the street. We dare not make eye contact. We dare not smile at people. We dare not try and just lighten somebody's day in some way. So maybe today is also about random acts of kindness. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.